Yes, boys, let's get straight into this trade recap today. Made $3,100 across both of our accounts. This is the setup. Very obvious setup, to be honest. Very obvious draws on liquidity and very obvious daily bias. Let's get straight into the pre-market section. So, let's get this load. Coming into the session, as you can see, we've had a huge dump right on the Asia session and towards last night. We come into it, we don't take out these lows, we don't take out these equal lows. We also still have like huge draws on liquidity down here as well. And it just looks like to me that we're just obviously in our sell model, as you can tell. Like it's just pretty obvious at the moment. So that's where we get our bias from. Now, as soon as market actually opens, if we have a look a second. As soon as market opens, we do actually come out and take out all of this sort of low resistance and all these internal highs. If we have a look straight away. And to be honest with you, I was very, very, very close to entering here, chasing these lows down here. I just didn't. Honestly, I just didn't. It was a very, like when it's that close to market open, I always have a little bit of hesitation. I'm not sure why, to be honest. Like I've actually back tested it quite a bit and I have good success rate, but there is just that little bit of hesitation. And something I always say, if you have good conviction, that's the most important part. And in that setup, I just don't have the greatest conviction. Unfortunately for us, it did come in pretty easily. No surprises there. So one important thing to notice though is that when this comes down and takes out the liquidity, right? It takes out the Asia lows and an internal low here, but it doesn't take out the obvious equal lows. And also, if we look at ES at the same time, we still haven't taken out we just took out the London lows, but we haven't took out the Asia lows or the equal lows there. So there's still a lot of liquidity there for us to have. And also as well, we have the SMT. So the confluences do add up a little bit. So we are still very, very, very confident in what we're trying to achieve, what we're looking for, obviously still looking for sales. Now, if we just play price on a little bit here, we're sort of just building some more liquidity before we actually make the move down. And again, where's the candle? I'm not sure if it's... Yeah, so we respect this 1 minute and we close quite nicely there. There wasn't enough displacement for me to enter there. Again, I was very, very close to entering there, but my conviction wasn't high enough. And I just wanted to have a bit more reason for us to go down, like because markets have been choppy. Could have easily just sort of carried on chopping like we did the whole London session. So again, I just wanted to wait for more confirmation of the bearish bias. So then we come down. Importantly, again, what do? We come down and we don't take out any of the lows. We have the 15-minute internal low here. If we... Where is it? Here, we have this 15-minute internal low. We also have these 4-hour equal lows. So we haven't taken any of that out. We've not done any of that. So there's no reason in my head at this point for us to go back up all the way. We want to complete the sell model. Now, at this point, we tap into this 3-minute fair value gap, which was the highest on the leg. Want that to be respected, which it was. So now it was just all about getting an entry back up here where my order limit was. We get tagged in here. And then, to be honest with you, it's a lovely trade. We don't spend like any second at all in the red, which is always nice. A little funny part here though. I don't know why, maybe I think I just looked when it was coming down and I just assumed it would hit. So I went break even, but as you can see, we didn't actually hit break even. So it's one of them. It's like, yes, you stick to your rules, but also you've got to protect your mental welfare. Now, I've set it at break even. If I took it off and then we ended up losing the trade, I'd be fuming that I took it off. Even though technically we shouldn't be break even yet, I still didn't want to take it off because that would ruin my mental sort of, welfare more than if we get tapped out and it went, So I then just decided to leave it on. Luckily for me, we go up, we then actually do hit the break-even point. So nothing to worry about. We did expect to go up because as you can see here as well, we have this order block, obviously, right? So that being there, we can imagine that's going to get retested. Again, like I said, price is a bit more choppy at the moment. At this point though, like after we tested it so much, like I needed to see a good candle close for me to be confident. We then get this one here, and I was very confident we're going to hit TP at this point. Like it was basically a no-brainer. And luckily for us, we just absolutely melt down and take out all of the liquidity. Yeah, so great day, great overall trade. A little bit different. I don't usually actually enter that sort of way. You know, I usually have a bit more of a rules-based sort of entry model. But when the draw on liquidity is so obvious and the bias is so obvious, you don't need that much. And that's where the discretionary part comes into trading. And I suppose the only way you get that is by putting in the hours. You know, so it doesn't have to make complete sense all the time. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all there is to say about it, really. It's a good trade, good day, very happy with that. Clean price action. We got the right retracements. Yeah, it's been good. Hopefully July can carry on that way. Obviously, the end of June wasn't great. But yeah, very, very happy with that. And hopefully you guys caught some bangers. If not, hopefully you're watching this and you're taking it in. You're actually understanding it a little bit more. Yeah, very, very good. If you want to get into the execution lab, you know where I am. Message me. But hopefully you enjoy the video.